You going to do what?
We're going to go protest the Black Lives Matter.
All right. Where your signs at?
I can't show my sign.
Why not?
It's a surprise.
Oh, Lord.
For everybody. I attended because I felt like I wanted to make more change, and I post about it, and like I've emailed officials and stuff, and like I guess in retrospect that's probably more helpful than going to a protest, but it still felt good to be like I have like action, like be active in something that's going on, and actually be out there showing my face and like sweating out of my sweat glands to support a movement that I'm passionate about.
My purpose for attending the protest, for one, was experience. I've never experienced a protest. For two, like I said, I want to make a change, whether it be violent or not violent. And I want to be a part of it. I just can't sit back and be like, oh yeah, everything is changing, and I be a part of a change, you know? I want the world to change for the good. And who doesn't want to be a part of good world change, you know?
Hello.
I'm sweating. Corona's hard work. Okay, I can't take this off. I'm wearing a tank top. Oh.
I don't mind the violence if it's getting us somewhere, but honestly, robbing ice boxes is not the move. Like, that just makes no sense. You gonna protest, but you gonna steal the jewelry first, or you stealing jewelry at the same time. That just makes no sense. It's not getting us nowhere. It's just making us look like thugs, like they think we are.
Martin Luther King has this quote that is, riots are the language of the unheard, and I agree with that. But to a certain extent, I feel like us looting places of no significance like Lenox Mall or Icebox, like Janae said, is like stupid. We should be looting the White House. Now, for legal reasons, that is a joke. But I still think that if we go for the government buildings where the people who make the changes in our communities,
White infrastructure.
yes, where the real changes are being made in our communities, if we start there, then I feel like that's when we will start really seeing change, because destroying our own
community.
Yeah, destroying our own community isn't getting us anywhere. But I do think the violence is necessary, because obviously people got our point, but
I gotta get a little rowdy.
Always. But always gotta be with the hands, but also gotta be with the words. So
words are our weapons, and you gotta learn how to put the pen, put the pen to the paper. If the laws change.
You don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
I am not black, but I see you. I like his sign.
always one.
I'm so serious. Really?
It's
Come
always
on.
one.
Because he just drove back. He just drove down here and flipped around.
Yeah.
That is crazy. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't think that racism will ever end just because it's always going to be like, you know, that few amount of people that just want to be stuck in their ways. So I doubt if we can, you know, eliminate all the races, but if we can at least, you know, change some of their minds, then okay.
I'm gonna have to agree with Janae. I don't think that racism is ever gonna go away because racism is based on like a physical attribute, and physically you will always see a difference. And something about human beings, we just want to label ourselves all the time, and that always comes with some great divide. And I feel like it can get better, but it will never fully be gone because it's just impossible. As we have learned from war tactics, time is everything. So because right now, the thing about Black Lives Matter right now, especially in this like today's culture, it's like super like trendy, and people are seeing it more as a trend than a movement. And so like right now it's not as trendy as it was a month ago, but I feel like if we got to a point where we were consistent and we just kept raging war, finally they would get tired of us destroying their communities, their homes, like costing them their taxpayer money, and would start wanting to make change. So I feel like if it wasn't so trendy and it was more long lasting.
Yeah, I feel like people would really just kind of enter for the hype. Like, oh yeah, I'm a part of something. Like, oh, Black Lives Matter. But now it's just like, who talking about Black Lives Matter now? Not that many people. But if it's something like rowdy going on, like, oh yeah, they're going to blow up Atlanta, and everybody want to go down Black Lives Matter. No, it's not how this works. You gotta be Black Lives Matter from the start to the finish. You know?
Murder civilians are persecuted to the fullest extent of the law. This does not end with politicians repeating our slogans. This ends with them passing our laws.
They need to hear our voice, and they need to hear it now. It is so unfortunate the fact that we have to be labeled as murderers and gangsters whenever we try to raise our voice. But as soon as we silently protest, unfortunately everyone's quiet.
ancestors fought for us to vote. Wow, I feel like it is my duty to vote and to keep it going. If I don't vote, then everything they fought for was in vain. So,
Period.
I might not like who was necessarily on the ballot, but at least if I have a say so a little bit, then that does matter. It counts. Because you can't just be sitting back, like I said, not doing anything and be complaining about who the next president is when you didn't even try to go out there and vote.
Local elections, people often overlook that, but people are like those. That's what makes the most change in our lives. Like Trump. Well, I'm not going to say Trump. The president making passing executive bills are obviously they affect us, but they don't affect us as directly as local bills that are being passed. So people tend to overlook that, and that's why a lot of states have corrupt governments because people don't vote correctly, because they're just especially young voters, because for a while even I just thought that you just voted for the president, that was the only one that mattered. But you gotta vote locally and educate yourself on the people in office.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So how was your experience today? You feel like your voice was heard?
Pretty good. I'm really sad that I'm not gonna say that was gonna be a joke, but it's not funny. So, yeah.
Feel like your voice was heard?
Yeah. I feel more productive because signing petitions and stuff just doesn't feel like enough. And
So do you feel like there was more love than hate? What do you feel?
Yeah, except for the 4 people that flipped me off in their car.
Okay. So what else do you think? What do you think is going to happen from now after all of this?
Hopefully they make some
I'm
reforms.
going this way.
Hopefully they make some reforms and stuff.
Thank you. No, what do you
I
say?
said hopefully they make some reforms in the justice system.
What kind of reforms you looking for?
Maybe along the lines of making sure that cops cannot kill innocent civilians, and I don't know, I feel like there could be a safer method of protection, such as community-led or
Okay, there's
Black men are not thugs. No, seriously.
It's solved racism, Janae.
No, for real, because that's how, think about it, how do you think they see us? You see how Donald Trump videos, what do I always say? Common thing, thugs, them black thugs, right? So if we can change their minds, okay, not every black person is a thug or on the corner selling drugs. Some of us are actually really educated, we're artists, I don't know, musicians, all kinds of stuff. It's just you just can't categorize us into one little cup, or however you want to say it. All black people are not bad, all white people are bad, so it's just stop comparing us, all of us are bad, and when not all of us want to be incarcerated. We're actually some good people. We're loving. Our mothers are, beautiful women. They take care of us.
Okay.
Period. Some of the dads are, really good fathers. Not every black man is a deadbeat. We actually are go-getters, believe it or not. If y'all let us get to the money. Yeah.
I think people need to understand that I feel like empathy is something that needs to be understood about black people.
Oh, and not every black person is poor. I say that too.
being empathetic towards what has happened and educating yourself on knowing what we are going through, because we're this is what I don't even know how to word this. We're the most widespread case of a big identity issue, because it was stripped away from us. And just more recently, in the past 30-40 years, have we just now been normally accepted into society, which is It seems like it was so long ago. The segregation was so long ago, but it's been what, a few generations? It's been a few generations since slavery. And I feel like people are so ready to blame us and ridicule us for not being as far ahead as they are, if that makes sense. And I feel like people just need to learn to be more empathetic. I'm not saying people need to like baby walk us and like, oh, but I feel like you have to understand how short of amount of time it's been since we've been like functioning members of society. And so I don't know, that probably didn't make any sense, but yep.
Thanks guys for tuning in to Hamster Parenting Academy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.
Oh, we missed it.